All right, before we get into it, this week we're going to be covering the Transformers, the movie 40th anniversary, and how that death affected you. We are going to trauma bond today. I'm going to talk about an inflatable Optimus Prime that you need for your lawn. And yeah, I actually have thoughts on another canceled Transformer figure, and some of you may not be happy about this one right here. I'm Eman. This is the Confabulation, the show where we give Transformers the honest technical audit. No hype, no fluff, just what's actually worth your money, or what's going to be a flea market regret. What's going on, everyone? And thank you so much for coming to this week's episode of the Confabulation. And yeah, we're going to trauma bond. We are going to trauma bond today, my friends. So all of you who've actually watched the Transformers, the movie, back as kids, we're going to talk about how that death affected all of us together in unison. Together. That's what's going to happen today. It's going to happen towards the end. And of course, before we get started, I do want to give up a big shout out to channel sponsor Comic Capsule. Make sure you head on over to comiccapsule.com, enter code EMAN10 for 10% off your next order of comic capsules. And also, if you ever make a purchase for a figure, head on over to showzstore.com, make your purchase, sign in, and make sure that you enter Eman as your favorite reviewer right there in that box. A small portion of your purchases do come to the channel, so I do thank anyone who goes ahead and does that right there. So that actually helps with, future giveaways. And talking about giveaways, I have Comic Capsule giveaways today again, because that's what we do every week. And I'm going to announce the August Masterpiece membership prize pack today. I'm going to show you guys. We're going to be giving away to not all of you guys, but there's going to be one channel member, Masterpiece channel member, who's going to win a prize pack courtesy of all of us right here for doing this right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and say hello to the chat. Let's go ahead and say hello to folks that have come around from all over the internet to hang out with me on this little feeble show. This is the shout out chamber. I see you, Las Cruces. Look at that. Hooray. Las Cruces is in the house. Woohoo. Hello from New Mexico. Hello, Las Cruces. I'm so happy that you came by to say hello today. Bryant, I have many comic issues, right? Both of them. I have issues with issues. I have a bunch of issues that I haven't read yet upstairs. But my friend Bryant is in the house all the way from the UK. My new friend Catherine. Oh, hello. And she's a channel member now. See, look at her, Autobots Auto. And you know what? Because she's a channel member now, yeah, I got to do this one right here for Catherine. Thank you so much, Catherine. There you go. Thank you for being a member. My boy Arrowfire. Fantastic channel. If you guys don't know Arrowfire, head on over to his channel. He's got a fabulous live show where he talks about Transformers. Hey, man, just popping by to say hi. Thank you so much, Arrowfire. I'm happy you came and saw a small portion of what the show's about. Hello. Hey, E, do you have over 4,000 watch hours right now? I actually do, Bryant. I actually do. It takes a minute, man. It takes a while. One of these days, we will talk about how to get to certain numbers here on the channel. We'll work things out, but it takes time. It takes time, my friend. Thanks. That was just for you, Catherine. Just for you, because you're all the way in the UK. I don't know if you guys like that. I don't know if you. I'm saying some silly things as an American. I don't know if that's okay to say, but my new friend Catherine over here. I just want to say thank you for coming by. Don't forget to smash the like button, people. That's right. That helps out with the almighty algorithm right there. It tells YouTube that people actually like the show. It keeps me going and stuff like that. Let's get into this real fast. So I've just released my latest video here on YouTube. If you haven't checked it out, do me a big favor, check it out. I went ahead and released my latest Comic-Con video. It is a 48-hour sketch challenge. I did try to do a completely different Comic-Con video this year. And I just really wanted to I want it to stand out. Not gonna lie, everyone's gonna do their vlogs. Everyone's gonna show what they did at Comic-Con and look what I seen, look what I did. And I wanted to approach this differently. I wanted to approach this as an adventure, a challenge, something that I don't watch Comic-Con stuff and I don't watch Transformers, but I need to see if you accomplish what you needed to accomplish. And that's how I approached this video right here. I set myself 48 hours to speak to emerging artists in Artist Alley, and I asked them to do a quick sketch of any Transformer. My goal was to reach 10 artists, 10 emerging artists, and ask them to add to this sketch. But I'm gonna tell you now, going to San Diego Comic-Con, not an easy task. Not an easy task. Did I make it? You're just gonna have to watch the video to find out. And once you do me a big favor, like and comment down in the video if you guys have seen it. I just want to know what your thoughts were on something like that. Let's jump right into it. Also, I want to show you guys what the August giveaway is going to be for the Masterpiece tiered members. I have a couple of things over here that I really want to put in someone else's hands. So first things first, an official, yes, we're going to do official Hasbro right here. So I'm going to be giving away Junkion. This is Wreck-Gar from Age of the Primes. This is what this beast right here looks like. He stands at about 5.5 inches tall, and it is sealed. It is sealed, so it's a brand new figure. So not anyone, but all of the Masterpiece tiered members are eligible to win this prize pack, which includes this Wreck-Gar right here. If you want a closer look, there he is. There's a little bit of light right there. So Wreck-Gar is going to go into the prize pack. I'm going to add a few comics as well as this super rare, probably not for Catherine because this is a UK issue right here, but super rare Transformers #1. This is from the Battersea Station. So the Battersea Station is a Transformer store in the UK that is set up in the old Battersea Power Station. And to my understanding, they turned that whole Battersea Power Station into like pretty much a mall. And there is an official Transformers store within that mall. And this is the Battersea exclusive right there. I really like all the way from the UK. I'm going to stop saying that. I don't want to offend my new friends. But yes, that is going to be the prize pack. It's going to be Transformers #1 Battersea Station exclusive, that Wreck-Gar, and a few other comics and some stickers is what I'm going to throw in. All eligible Masterpiece tiered members are eligible. That's the only thing I'm going to say. I'll run the giveaway at the end of the month, and let's see who wins that one. I want you to win it. I want you to win it too. Yeah, them over there too. I want them to win that prize pack because this is what we do. We share. We want to make sure that we get some cool Transformers into the hands of people who like Transformers. It's all good. She says, I like it. Oh, hey, Pokey Little Rips. What's up, bro? What's going on, man? Thanks for coming by and hanging out so we can talk about all things Transformers here on today's show. Good afternoon, everyone. Check out that video. It was super fun. Thank you, TJ. Thank you so much. Like it means a lot to me when my friends say, do us a favor, like let's support him, and that's what we all got. We all got to grow together. Got to all support each other and let each other know, hey, look, this is what our friends here in the community do. I make sure you guys head on over to the Flash by Night's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Got a lot of fantastic Transformer comic book content in there. Would the algorithm be an Autobot, Decepticon, or Quintesson? I would say the algorithm's more like Unicron. It's out to destroy everything, Bryant. Panel Planet Comics, what's up, bro? What's up? Oh, you're in the house, man. Thanks for coming by and kicking it, hanging out with me, your favorite lunchtime Transformers TV show. We're only here for an hour, so we're going to be screwing around just a bit. I want to go to visit the Battersea Station. I do too. I actually want to make that like one of my top destinations for visiting I believe it's like in London or just outside London. And of course, go see the Bell, go see the King. But I want to go to the Battersea Station. That's the real reason right there. I'll tell my girlfriend, oh, we're going to go to England to go see museums and have their fabulous food. And in my head, I'm like, I need to get to Battersea. That's where I want to go right there, you know? So yeah, that's going to be and I just showed you guys right there, the August giveaway. And of course, sometime during the show, I'm going to be giving away comic capsules. That's right. I got purple, yellow, orange, and pink comic capsules. I got one of these going out to someone here in the chat today. So make sure you guys stick around because I'm going to throw that hashtag out at any time. So keep an eye out right there. All right. So let's get into the next segment right here. Every week, we as a community, we wait for UPS. We wait for USPS, FedEx, all of these really cool shipments and Amazons and whatnot. You know what? Let's just get into it. Let me show you what I got this week. And this week's inventory unlocked. I didn't get a lot. I wish I did. But next week I should have some pretty cool things to show you. But I did get something this week. Now I am collecting these Legend Scale Magic Square figures. These are the Technobots, and this is their version of the Techno. And what's cool about Magic Square right now is that they've been pumping these out really fast. So anyone who follows and picks up third-party Transformers, they know that if it's a combiner, it'll be months, maybe even years before the next one comes out. But Magic Square Toys has been releasing these Technobots extremely quickly. I mean, it's almost like one Technobot every other month. So this week this week what came in was the ENIAC number 4. This is the 4th piece in Magic Square's Technobot line. This is their version of Scattershot right here. This is the big guy. This is going to be the centerpiece of Computron right here. So this is Magic Square's version of a Legend Scale Computron. And the first couple of figures that I've picked up, I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed. So this is Lightspeed right here. This is their version of like, come on, let's not do this. Let's not come on. All right, let's see if this works. There we go. All right, there we go. So this is their version of Lightspeed right here. These things come in at about 4 inches tall. They're amazing. So this is another one of the Technobots. That is the 4th one that I just showed you right there. And now we're all waiting for the 5th and final piece, which is their version of Afterburner, the bike. So it's the right arm of Computron. As soon as that one comes in, I'm definitely going to be reviewing these last 3, unboxing them. So keep an eye out on the channel because I'm going to do a separate unboxing for each figure, and then I'm going to do a full-on review of each figure. And I'm going to change my review format just because AI and the algorithm told me I should. So I'm going to try something new for my future reviews of Transformer figures. So like I said, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified anytime I drop any of the review videos for any of my figures. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one right there. That would be great to meet. See, that would be awesome. I would love to be over there and meet some of our friends. You know, it's fun whenever you go to like a convention to another country, another city, and you connect with other fans within the community. Like that's one thing I like about being able to travel is the culture, the food, and then getting to meet other like I said, fans of Transformers, fans within our community. It's so awesome. When I say fans, I'm talking about fans of Transformers, not me. I'm not that big-headed. Don't think I'm talking about me. Fans of Transformers and comic books. That's what I'm talking about. Be gentle with the delivery driver. Okay, just because you said so. Dad Bot Walker, hello world. What's going on, brother? Thanks for coming by and hanging out today. I appreciate you being here. Even if it's Amazon, yeah, I mean, you never know. It could be. Look, as long as it's not Temu or the TikTok shop, keep an eye out on that TikTok shop. Keep an eye out on the channel because I picked something else up from the TikTok shop too. Let's see if they sent me exactly what I ordered. We need a name for that. Oh, we need a name for chat. Maybe unproductive people at work because the Eman show was on. Or those that left earlier because Eman is on. Just a few thoughts. I like those. I don't get in trouble now, you guys. This is lunchtime. That's why I did it around 12 o'clock our time. I think it's dinner time for Catherine. Catherine, I believe you're 8 hours ahead to my understanding. I believe it's like around 8 something in your time, right? Confirm. Please let me know. Let me know. I'm here on the West Coast. That's why. Let's get into the next segment, my friends. Every week, the noise gets louder. New comics, new movies, new figures, new chaos. If it's Transformer news, we're going to talk about it on this week's The Segment. So, a couple of things that have come across my feed this week. So check this out. Power of the Primes, Optimal Primus. This was a previous 2018 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. It's being re-released. So any of you Power of the Primes, Beast Wars fans, this beast of a machine, this beast of a figure is being re-released. I'm not a Beast Wars collector myself, but I do know that there are a lot of people out there that love Beast Wars and Beast Machines. So if you missed out on the San Diego Comic-Con 2018 exclusive, they are re-releasing it. It looks like shipments is going to be going out at the end of September of 2026, and it's going to retail for about $100. So if you missed out on this right here, you have a chance to pick it up. It actually looks pretty dope. I'm not going to lie. As a fairly new Beast Wars fan myself, this looks pretty cool. Again, I don't really collect Beast Wars myself, but I'm definitely not knocking it because it's Transformers. You can't knock any figure that's a Transformer type related figure, especially for those fans who love their Beast Wars. So Power of the Primes, this is the reissue, Optimal Primus right here, being re-released at the end of September for $100. Let me know what you guys think. Are you a Beast Wars fan? Is this something that you wouldn't mind adding to your collection? Let me know in the chat. And if you're watching this on the rewind, let me know down in the comments below. Would you be picking up and adding this Optimus Primal to your collection right here? No rhyme or reason at all. None whatsoever. I don't need an inflatable lawn Optimus Prime. But because it's going to be available at Target or Party City pretty soon, I want it. For Halloween, for Christmas, for Easter. I want this. So there is an inflatable Optimus Prime lawn decoration that is being released pretty soon. It's not a previous SDCC 2018 exclusive. I should have taken that out right there. Definitely unnecessary. Absolutely needed. It's going to stand at about 6 feet tall. And it's just one of those decorations that you put out there. And like I said, no rhyme or reason. No reason whatsoever to own one of these. But I want one. I don't know if she'll let me get it. I want one so bad. So keep an eye out on Target and Party City because they're the ones that are going to be selling this right here. No price yet. There was no price as to how much. I'm buying it. I don't care what she says. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get like 2 of them. One for the front yard and one for the backyard. If she lets me. If I live. Just remember, if I'm no longer doing this show, it's because she found out that I bought 2 of these and I was grounded. So, and I love all of you guys. Please support, like, and subscribe. But seriously, not necessary. Absolutely needed right there. And Fury Flame Toys. They are a fabulous a Transformer model company, and they do a lot of different models for a lot of different figures out there. I actually own a few of them myself. I'm not a big model guy myself, but they are fun to put together. For me, it takes a couple of hours to put them together. They're painted. They look great, fully articulated. They're awesome figures. However, it looks like they canceled the big convoy version. This this piece right here. Now they don't transform; they're non-transforming Transformers. They are models, but it looks like people started getting a letter right here from Flame Toys. Thank you for your continued support of Flame Toys. We regret to announce that due to some reasons, we have unfortunately had to cancel the release of the item below, which is the Big Convoy model. We sincerely apologize for any inconveniences this may have caused customers who are looking forward to this product. Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to work on developing other products. So they didn't really tell us exactly why. We don't know what's going on exactly with this figure right here. And I don't want to go in and, assume. I don't want to speak for Flame Toys themselves. It could be one reason or another. But this, and it looked really cool. It looked like a really cool, I honestly kind of it looks like it looks like an Optimus version of like a bison or like a buffalo. It looks very interesting right here. It doesn't fit into the aesthetics of my collection whatsoever, but I think still looks like a really cool figure right here. So if you're looking forward to the Furai Flames Toys Big Convoy, unfortunately they canceled it right there. So sorry to all you Flames Toys fans. Let's go ahead and go back to the chat. That might work, he says. I got pickups this week. Megatron, the battle damaged one, Blitzwing, the Herald of Unicron, and Transformers One Sound. Wow, you picked up a whole lot there, Catherine. I'm jealous. I got one item this week. I didn't even pick up my comics this week. And it's Transformer week. I should have read it and I should have reviewed it on the channel today. Oh man, look, you picked up a whole lot. Transformers news we can use. There you go. There you go. Yes, it's about 8. Yeah, so Catherine is 8 hours ahead of Pacific time. Good to know. Good to know. So are we going to talk about that cardboard throne for the Ape Prime? I don't know. Do you want to? I think it looks. Maybe not. Wait, hold on. I was gonna say I think it looks cool, but I'm pretty sure there's other dioramas out there that would make it look even better, right? I think that's what you're trying to get at. I was just breezing by that one right there. I was just focused on the figure, but you're right. That cardboard throne did look a little wonky. That's what puts me off a cardboard throne. I don't need it, but yeah. We need it, TJ. You and I. We should add this to our Christmas list right here. Lawn decoration. Yeah. I agree, Catherine. I agree 100%. Oh, it's a Target. That's a clue why it's canceled, right? See what you did there. So, I don't think it was just Target for that one. I think that was just like in general why Furai Flames Toys did it. I left the Target stuff up there. That's bad editing on my side right there. That's what that was. Just bad editing. All right, let's get into this next segment right here. When collecting comics, sometimes it is okay to judge a book by its cover. And by that, these masterpieces deserve space on your wall or in your collection. This is where we talk about this week's ratios, exclusives, and variant covers in a segment I like to call Cover Frame. So there's a few comic book covers that I saw come across my feed that I wanted to share with you guys. So here we go. Transformers number 36. This is a cover C by Jason Howard, and I believe these are connecting covers right here that he's been doing with the latest Transformer run. And this time around for the cover C, we are highlighting two of the Rainmakers. I want to say that's Sunstorm and Acid Storm right there. Sunstorm? No, I think Sunstorm is orange. One of the storms and Acid Storm right there. So the yellow and the green Seeker is now being highlighted. And it's really cool that they've incorporated like other universes from other Transformer comic books into the latest Image run that Robert Kirkman is currently writing. So it's good to know that other universes are going to be included. It's not going to be just G1. And if you don't know who the Rainmakers are, they're actually not, they actually don't follow Starscream. They're a whole different division themselves, and they use more like elemental type of attacks, acid, chemical, things like that. And I want to say they follow Soundwave. I think their commander is Soundwave in the comics, the IDW run. Quite dangerous, these folk are right here, these Rainmakers. But this time around, Jason Howard went ahead and showcased two of the coolest colored Seekers, but they are Rainmakers. Here for Transformers number 36. This one actually comes out. It's already out. Actually, it's already out. So if you guys head on over to your local comic book shop, they might have this cover right here. And if you haven't, let me know. I want to know if you're picking this up right here. Are you going to try to, do the whole connecting cover thing that Jason Howard is doing? I think it looks good. Jason Howard's art's really, really good, and I think it fits perfectly with the Transformer aesthetic. Here's another one, Transformers number 36 from Unknown Comics. This is their exclusive by Sean Carlson. This one has a release date of September 9th. And I didn't see a price for it just yet. Someone said it's possibly about $20. But I like what he did here. This is a Superion here with his arm, but if you're reading the comic, that's not just the pose. That's telling you something is happening. That arm is actually Thundercracker, and I'm looking forward to that right there. I'm looking forward to seeing how Thundercracker, how he's going to add to the aerial bots and how his personality is going to work, and what's going to happen when he actually has to fight Skywarp and Starscream. How's that going to affect him? One thing I do like about this run is that they are talking about, there is a tad bit of mental health awareness in this, and with Thundercracker kind of like, they left me, like I don't have a team, and the Autobots welcoming Thundercracker into the team, like, dude, you got a team, like we're all here for pretty much the same reason, like if you want, like we got you. And they accepted Thundercracker, and Thundercracker was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. So Thundercracker's an aerial bot. He's an aerial bot. He's gonna mess around with the aesthetics of the white and red with his blue and his gold, but I think that's a cool thing right there. So right here, Sean Carlson, I think, captured a beautiful, beautiful image of Superion with Thundercracker right there. And again, this is available September 9th at Unknown Comics. I'm looking forward to actually picking this one up. I think I'm going to add this one right here. I do have the Fans Toys aerial bots together, and I actually ordered a masterpiece size Thundercracker. So I have like Instagram images and posts that I have in mind that I really want to share with you guys. And then finally, we have Transformers number 37. This is the 1-in-25 ratio variant. I really like how Nick Bradshaw here went ahead and portrayed Alita Prime, but yet you have Ultra Magnus behind her. So that to my understanding, Magnus stayed behind on Earth, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me on that one right there. But we have Magnus and Alita Prime, and this is obviously a shot on Cybertron, with Alita Prime being the new leader of the other faction of the Autobots. This one is, like I said, it's a 1-in-25 ratio, so there is a limited supply on this at your local comic book shop, available on September 20th. Let me know, is this something that you want to add to your collection? I'm a big collector of RC, and I like the new RC Magnus and the direction that they've taken with her. As far as Alita Prime goes, I'm a little upset with Alita for the way she treated my boy Optimus Prime. I don't know, Alita, kind of upset with you at this moment. But I'm such a sucker for Transformers comics right now. I might end up adding this one right here. Let's take a look and see what the chat is saying. There's a lot of chatter. The Acid Storm and Nova Storm. Thank you for the correction there, Catherine. I knew one of them was Acid Storm. I appreciate. Yes, issues 32 and 36 are connecting covers. I've just finished reading issue 35. No spoilers. Please, no spoilers. Wait till next week. Or I'll just skip over your comment. No, stopping by the comic book store right now, right after the show. That's right. That's one right here, Dad Bob Walker. Head on over to that comic book shop and start picking up all those Transformer comics. You need those in your life, my friend. That's what I'm telling you. Issue 35 is out. 36 is next month. Yeah, see, like bad editing. Silly me. So we just got issues 35 and 36 is September for us. Joe Prime is in the house. Hey, what's up, Paul? Yo, what's going on, Joe? Thank you for coming by and checking out the live. You guys make sure to head on over to Joe Prime's channel right there. He likes to show off his Transformers also. He does the transformations. I actually sometimes rely on some of Joe's videos to help me with transformations in some of my videos. So super fun guy to hang out with too. I've been on a couple of lives with him. Fabulous member of the Transformer community. I love that guy. What? Hey, what I miss? I just finished number 35. I want the A cover for 36. Yeah, that A cover is pretty dope. BC Lev 9460 in the house. Magnus is on Cybertron. Thank you. Wow, dude, I'm failing at reading the books. I think I mentioned earlier, or I mentioned before, reading comic books is easy. Remembering them and then like spitting out what I just read, that's like the hardest thing for me. Don't ever ask me to do a book report. The Magnus is, I think, on Earth with Alita Prime doing things on action, and it would be terrible of me to give you a book report on anything I read. But when I read it, I take it in for the emotion and the adventure of it. You know, I can't spit it out back at you as to what I read, but I remember it all. It's all in here. It's all in here. Kenneth Bird is in the house. Hi to everyone in here today. Hello to you, Kenneth. Hello to you, my friend. RC Magnus is on Earth. Ultra Magnus is on Cybertron. There you go. See, like I was kind of right. There was a Magnus on Earth. It's just RC. I wasn't giving these, but I know you weren't. I trust you. Still not sure why the Matrix chose her. I mean, the cannibalism, violence, more like a Decepticon attitude. Remember this too, you know, it could be, I don't want to say poisoned, but it may be, you know, influences that, you know, Sparkplug is in there, or Sparkplug. And it might be going a little haywire, or that the Matrix truly does know that there's something going on Cybertron that needs correcting, and it chose the one bot that was like, we need to focus on Cybertron. So there's probably some kind of alliance going on with, well, definitely some kind of alliance going on with the Matrix and with Alita right now. But I feel like the Matrix is going to turn its back on Alita eventually. That's just the feeling I have. I can't explain it. That's just something that I have in my head. Thank you very much, brother. No, thank you, Joe. You're here. I thank you. That's what I'm going to do. I thank you, my friend. Don't feel bad. As Catherine reminded us, there are two Magnuses. Magni? Yeah. Well, Magni? Magnini? Yeah, there's two Magnuses right now. Definitely. MD Seeker is in the house. Eman at work taking a late lunch break and saw you were on. Just wanted to say hello right quick. Well, thanks. You see, this is the perfect time, Seeker. This is when you want to come on to the show. This is your favorite lunchtime Transformer live show every Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. This is why I do it, for people like you, for fans like you, Seeker, for all of us that are on lunch who just need a little break from the real world. So thanks for coming by. That was always my idea. The Matrix chose Cybertron. Yes. It needs correcting, and the Matrix knows something. But now that the Matrix of Destruction was introduced, is Alita powerful enough to handle the new Megatron? You know, so is the Star Saber or whatever battle axe weaponry Matrix Saber axe thing that Alita has, that's the power. That's what needs to be used to destroy the Matrix of Destruction. And just because Alita wanted to be on Cybertron and Optimus didn't, Matrix is like, look, Matrix's leadership was like, we need to focus on this. Like, let's go handle this right quick. Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. Matrix choosing Cybertron over everyone else. It wasn't choosing Alita. over Prime. It wasn't choosing Earth over Cybertron. You know, that's actually a really good way to look at it. Look at that fair concept. Don't know. Maybe the Matrix is corrupted from the thing that happened, but I can't. Oh, what are you saying, Catherine? I'm sure we'll get a Matrix explanation one day, but people have been saying Kirkman takes his sweet time getting to the point. Also, he adds too many things at once. He does too much. He just does too much. I have a theory that the Matrix has a plan for Optimus to allow Lita to do what she has to do on Cybertron and allow him to grow more on Earth and regain confidence he needed plus wisdom. Maybe, definitely, Optimus, not Prime. What I don't like about that story is that he relied. What they're making it seem like is that he relied completely on the Matrix for leadership, and he relied on the wisdom of the Matrix. But now that the Matrix is not there, like, he forgot about the wisdom and the leadership and all of that good stuff. So I think it's gonna be like a growth, one of those like coming of age stories, right? Where Prime is like immature. But I think he should have still held on to the wisdom and knowledge. Like he can't forget what he was about. He just doesn't have that one thing that gives him extra guidance when he needs it. He's had it the whole time. I don't think he forgot it. That's the weird wonky thing that's going on in something that I don't want to say I don't agree with. It's a little weird. I hate that I started set up for stop motion late. I had the Matrix of Command as a MacGuffin for Megatron. There you go. There you go. Alita will need help. Yeah, she will. Alita can't do it on her own. However, whatever this Megatron will be is on Earth. Wait, what? He's on Earth? I thought he was on Cybertron. Oh, man. I gotta go back and read this. He will regain it and use a new combined wisdom both to defeat Megatron. Yeah. Or combined. Now you gotta be thinking, what if they're not trying? What if the Matrix of leadership isn't trying to combine with the destruction? I'm sorry, destroy the destruction, but maybe combine with it. And then whatever's happening on Void Rivals with Gargantuan, is that his name? The one that Zeta's trying to stop. He breaks out. Zeta can't defeat him. He goes after Megatron to get the Matrix of Destruction, and now we have a much bigger problem. Forget it. No one has to read anything anymore for another 6 months. I figured it all out. Throw in that hashtag right there, hashtag banana, for your chance to win a comic capsule, you guys. That's right. I'm going to be doing this here in just a second. Remember, hashtag banana. Why banana? Because we all need our potassium. And because we talked about in Transforming 8 earlier today. It will come to a point where Optimus has something terrible happen that will push him emotionally and reignite the Prime inside himself without the Matrix. There you go. Coming of age, exactly. See? Joe and I. See? What did I miss? My boss came to talk to me. I had to tell her email. Check out the rewind. I didn't read it that far. He's been solid. Even the issue where he talked to Duke, I think the Matrix gave him extra oomph. Oh, that's right. Throw in the hashtag banana, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and run this giveaway here in just a little bit to win a comic capsule. Everyone's eligible. I will ship around the world. I'm already going to ship one to Catherine. I promise you, Catherine, I'm going to send one out. I'm not going to go back. And if you win another one this week, guess what? You're going to get two. I'm going to hold to that. But I want everyone to play. We have 10 people, 9 people, 10, 9 people. It keeps going up and down. We have a few people here watching. Hashtag banana. We'll ship to Canada. We'll ship to Mexico. We'll ship to Australia. We'll ship everywhere right now. Why? Because of the channel members who have helped me out right here. You guys are helping me fund the shipping. And I really do thank you guys for that. Okay. Hashtag banana. Is Megatron going to upgrade to Galvatron? Maybe. I think it's going to take a while before we see a Galvatron. I think it's way too early for Galvatron to show up. One of the theories that together they will fight Megatron. Megatron will hurt Alita enough to where she'll give it back to Optimus to recarry and defeat Megatron. I think that's kind of basic, but it could happen. I think, like I said, I keep forgetting what his name is. Gargantuan Gigasplex. I don't know. Whoever Zeta's trying to defeat on Void Rivals in the black hole. I think that's the one who's going to go after the Matrix of Destruction, and Megatron's going to mess up. Still trying to get to Unicron and Void Rod. Yeah, I don't think Unicron's going to come for a while. I think it's who I'm mentioning. TJ. Alita and Optimus merge with the Matrix to form Optalita Prime. There you go. Optalita Prime. Hashtag banana, you guys. I want to make sure that you guys get in on this right here to win a comic capsule. Let's screw it. Let's run the giveaway. Let's just do the giveaway. Why not? Forget it. You guys had your chance. I'm telling you, hashtag banana. We have some people up in here already. I'm going to try it. It's really good. I really like it. I like what Kirkman did with that book, with the first 20 issues of that book. What I believe, this is just me, I think Kirkman needs to just focus on one or two comics, but be the architect of the Energon universe. He needs to be the Kevin Feige of the Energon universe and trust his writers and artists to help him with the vision. Him running Skybound, releasing toys, releasing TV shows, writing 3 comics, 4 he's spreading himself too thin. And what I need for him to do is just be that executive with a creative mind and say, this is my vision, execute. Well, not execute, but execute his vision is what I'm saying. See, Void Rivals is good. Optalita Prime. Do it, Kirkman. I just can't wait for the show. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Not at all. I can't wait either. All right, you guys. Okay, I'm back. All right, here we go. This is what I have for you guys. We have a pink, orange, purple, and yellow comic capsule going out to someone out. Next week, throw that hashtag in right there. Look, hashtag banana, hashtag banana, hashtag banana, hashtag banana, hashtag banana, hashtag. So you look at that, hashtag banana. You guys want in? Get that hashtag in. I'm going to do this in 3, 2, 1. Drawing. All right, let's take a look and see who wins this week's comic capsule. Hey, Dad Ball Walker, you go ahead and win a comic capsule right there, my friend. Hit me up on Instagram. You know what to do. Let me know what color you want. Yellow, orange, pink, and purple are the colors that we have. Congratulations to my boy over there, Dad Ball Walker. You put that into the universe now. Optalita Prime is coming. Next week's hashtag, remind me, you guys, Optalita Prime. That's what's going to happen. You see, that's what they're probably going to call her, like her third-party figure, right? All the third-party companies are now like, we're scrambling to try to figure out how to do it. Optalita Prime. Let's copyright that together as a girl. Let's go ahead. You matter of fact, you guys become a member. They'll use the money from the membership to copyright that term. Optalita Prime. That's it. Everyone congratulating. Congratulations. That's right. Dadbot hits it big this time. Big shout out to Dadbot Walker. Thank you, my friend, for playing along. All right, you guys. Let's do this. Let's talk. Let's have a chat. Let's talk about something very casual. You know, anything and everything. Let's have a confabulation. Let's trauma bond. Let's trauma bond. It's 1986. Your favorite cartoon has been turned into a movie. You tell your parents you want to go see this movie right here. They take you to the movie theater. You're excited to see what's about to happen. You see the big screen, Autobots and Decepticons fighting each other, but you're noticing something's a little off. Wait a minute. Wait. Why? What's going on with Prowl? Wait, hold on. Ironhide. What the Brawl? They're getting shot. They're not coming back this time. Ooh, what's happening? Then you see the Decepticons taking the Autobot ship to Earth. They're about to infiltrate the city. Nobody knows about it except for one person. He looks right into this big hole on the side of the Autobot ship. And what does he see? Decepticons! Decepticons come raining down onto Autobot City. There's a huge fight that happens. And our boy, Optimus Prime, comes out. Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. And we see that epic battle within the first 20 minutes of the movie. And you're just there. This is awesome. And Hot Rod gets in the way. Out of the way, Hot Rod. And you hear those words. Fall. Fall. Optimus is hurt. Megatron's hurt. Megatron gets carried away. Optimus is on a bed. And you're like, wait a minute. What's that sound? Why is there beeping? Why is he talking like hold on, what's happening, Mom? What's happening? And then there you see it. Optimus attempts to hand the Matrix of Leadership over to Ultra Magnus, falls into the hands of the idiot Hot Rod. And you see our leader, red, white, and blue, turn gray. Life signs flatline, and his head dramatically. I was absolutely shocked. I was like, this is not right. This is not happening. Well, I can tell you this, the moment that Optimus Prime passed away, that first time I watched the movie, I can probably tell you that the first 10 minutes after that, I didn't remember it for the longest time. It was like, to me, it was like Optimus Prime died. And I think the next thing I remember, they were on the planet of junk. And I don't remember what happened between then because I was in absolute shock to have seen what happened. Now, this is the time when you're like, I'm not going to cry. I'm a boy. Boys don't cry. And mom and dad, they're going to get mad if a boy cries because, you know, a cartoon dies. And that was also part of the trauma. That we weren't allowed to show our feelings back in the 80s. But I couldn't hold it back. I remember shedding a tear. And I remember just, is this real? No, it's not real. They just stopped drawing him, stupid. But I didn't know that. I was expecting Prime to come back in season 3. And now I was thinking, what's going to happen with season 3? What's going to go on with this? What's going to go on with that? And yeah, I can tell you that probably for about 10 minutes after he died, like I don't really even remember. Well, I remember now because I watched it over and over, but you know, I don't remember what happened afterwards, you know, just nothing up until the planet of junk is like one of the first things that I remember is that I didn't remember, you know. So talk to me. Let me know. People in the chat, people down, you know, people watching this on the replay. When you first saw Optimus pass away, what was really going through your head at that time? What went on? Whether you saw it as an adult, whether you saw it when it first came out in the movie theaters, when it was rented on VHS, when you realized that in season 3, wait, what's going on? Where's Optimus Prime? Who's this Rodimus Prime person? And then you go back and watch Optimus. We've all experienced this different times in our lives. When did you experience the death of Optimus Prime? How did it affect you? And what were your thoughts after that? You're welcome. For the trauma? Just kidding. I know it's for the Comic Capsule. Too soon. Yeah. Probably not coming back this time. Nothing new then. Way to go, Hot Rod. Dumbass. I didn't remember the next few minutes because I left the theater. That's right, TJ. You mentioned that on a live stream. You know, and I've heard some of my friends do something similar, crying, looking in confusion in the movie theater. They don't know what to do. What's going to happen? Wait, hold on. And they don't remember what happened afterwards, you know? And that was real. To think something like that affected children so much that it was real to us. In reality, yes, we all know the story. It was to cycle out toys. In reality, they just stopped drawing him. They said, okay, we're not going to draw him anymore. That is the reality. but it was real to us. It was real because we ran home and to watch our heroes fight their villains and stuff like that. It was real. That was our hero for the most part. A lot of us looked at the Optimus Prime like he's Superman, like he's Spider-Man, like he's Captain America. He had the red, white, and blue. He was the leader. It affected me. Like I said, I remembered not remembering the first about 10 minutes or so. Blanked it from my reality for years, full on denial. A lot of people did, right? Like, we were all young back then, and we learned denial. We learned how to block things out, how to and not talk about it. I think that's why Gen X. See, this is why Gen X is messed up, because of Optimus dying. I missed it in the theaters when I was a kid. When I did see it, I already knew what was going on. Still stunned. I have my tickets for September already, though. Me too. 9 of them. A lot of people coming with me. I wasn't even cursing yet, but F this, yeah? Yeah, I can already see it. Okay. Then every series after Optimus so didn't feel as impactful. Yeah. He didn't die. All lies. That's right. There's the denial. There's the denial. And I think I did end up having arguments with my playground friends about them. Like, nope, he didn't know. No, I don't care what you say. And I remembered being on the playground. There were some boys that were like, nope, because I didn't see it, it didn't happen. Nope, because damn, dude, like they're just 1st through 5th graders is having just heated arguments and discussions about the no, yes, it happened. Can you just remember what the playground was like? Like, playground nowadays, they talk about all YouTube and stuff. Like, we were talking about the death of a cartoon. All lies, Decepticon propaganda. Oh, I was wondering why Gen X is so damaged. Now you know. That's why I wanted to trauma bond with my fellow Gen Xers, because we're about to relive it. My question to you is this. We all know it's going to happen. We all know it's coming. We're going to watch it with our kids. We're going to watch it with our partners. We know all of this. We know what this. We can be all in the movie theater reciting every single line. I can guarantee at least 20% of us in the movie theater, 20% out of all of us, at least, no matter what, we're going to shed a tear. I probably will. I know my kids are going to be like, Dad's going to be okay. I'm like, I know it's going to be okay, goddammit, but you just don't understand what this means. I was a kid when this happened. I have to do this again. But it was great. It was a great time. It was a great time because it tells us what impact Optimus Prime really did have on everyone. No matter what, he was huge in our hearts. He was our hero. We looked up to him. Some of us said that he's another uncle. Some of us were like, dude, he's like my dad. Like a lot of kids who didn't have that figure in their life, Optimus Prime was that positive figure. Optimus was the one guy that they can rely on to say everything's going to be okay. Hot Rod couldn't do that to them. Rodimus couldn't do that to us. Rodimus was like, I can't figure shit out. I don't know. I'm not that good of a leader. Optimus was noble. He was a leader. He was kind and caring, and he fought for good. And they snatched them away from us. So that they didn't know, Hasbro didn't know what they were doing. And we didn't know it was going to have that big of an impact on us, but it did. And I'm glad I lived through that era. And I'm glad that I was able to see it and experience it and have real feelings. And then 40 years later, talk to fans and friends and say, shit, when I was 8, I could have cried. It was okay to cry. It was okay to have these feelings because he meant that much to me. And I think that's what made that time great. No, I'm not saying Optimus Prime dying was great, but hearing that everyone else had that same feeling towards him, I think that was the great part. And we all loved him. And to this day, we still love him. I know I do. I know I'm almost a psycho about Optimus Prime, but I'm glad I lived through that. I really am. Challenge accepted. What scene you want to start at? I just read issue 1 of the comic. Goes up to Unicron creating Galvatron, and after Lookout Mountain, they cut Hot Rod. Yeah. Oh, but 4K will make up for it. 4K laser. Yeah, this is gonna be like a remastered 4K beauty, all the great sound. Great, so we can relive the trauma in absolute gloriousness with 4K and 128 speaker surround sound system. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, Optimus Prime is absolutely my robot space dad. That's right. He is. He was. You know? And it's true, because the reality of a lot of lives is that a lot of kids didn't have that father figure, and Optimus was that father figure. Superman is that father figure. You know, Captain America is that father figure. A lot of kids escaped into these worlds because, you know, honestly, some of their lives really weren't that great. And they relied on someone like Optimus, and then for them to snatch him away. Devastating. It really is. You would look up to him. He was 20 feet tall. Yeah. Peak trauma. That's right. Robot dad. Yes. Yes, he was. Yes, he was, you guys. All right. Well, that's it for this week's show. Thank you all for coming by and trauma bonding with me on this episode of the Confabulation. I really appreciate it. Big shout out to Dad Bot Walker for winning this week's Comic Capsule. And then keep in mind, the Masterpiece tiered membership giveaway was just announced. You're going to be getting a Age of the Primes Wreck-Gar and a UK exclusive Battersea Transformers #1, and that's going to be eligible to all of the Masterpiece tiered members here on this channel right here. All right, and that's it for this week's episode of the Confabulation. Again, thank you guys all for coming by and hanging out, and I will see you all on next week's episode. Have a wonderful weekend.